Is Nimrod going to deliver as a champion? Hello everybody, welcome to a little bit of a Nimrod deep dive spotlight thingy-majob. A combination of looking at what Kabam have got information-wise for the spotlight of the champion, but also looking over the deep dive which was done by Mr. Darky Diggity Day. I think the main thing to point out about this champion is that it is a mutant resistant champion, which means that already it's going to be shutting down the likes of Magneto, potentially. That's normally how things work with high ability accuracy. So look, we get it. The champion's going to be immune to bleed and poison effects. That's a given. It's a robot. But also the way that it deals with mutants, having this against mutants gaining immunity to ability accuracy modifications, that kind of minimizes the opportunities that Magneto would have against #metal. But would that override that? I guess it's down to a testing parameter for it, but I think I might be using my Corvus again, similar to using Corvus this month against Penny Parker. The main thing about the champion is the switching of different types of protocols. Blitz Protocol and Titan Protocol. Both things do different things, whether or not it's more damage, whether or not it's more defensive ability, and it switches over every 15 hits or when you end attack on a 4th light attack. Titan Protocol basically looks like your defensive type things, where Blitz Protocol looks like it's all about regeneration and on the front foot damage. I mean, for me, I'm all about violent speed and momentum because I am a fan of Dr. Disrespect. So part of the violent speed and momentum side of things, it's all about your attack rating. So Blitz Protocol attacks have a plus 929.6 attack rating plus 25% potency per armor up. So if you've got armor up and you're doing that you've got armor up and you've kind of like attacking, you can do a lot of damage. When your opponent launches a special attack, inflict power drain, draining 150% of a bar of power over 15 seconds. Handy for throwing an SP2. Attacks remove 1 prowess and regeneration, replacing it with a shock debuff, dealing a 464.8 energy damage over 1.5 seconds. If you couple that with the amazing video showcasing energy, vulnerability and non-effect on at the same time, it could mean for some great stuff that's coming on, especially the extent of the very spicy shock damage, which you can see with this very spicy shock damage right here. So shock's up and then it's like, oh, look at that. Oh, damn. But according to the dev, like how to play this champion is that you've got to take advantage of the Blitz Protocol mode when Eradicate is active. So we'll have to kind of like bear that in mind then. And that Eradicate can be done by gaining 10 protocol charges. And by launching a special attack, you activate Eradicate Protocol for 16 seconds, combining the effects of Titan and Blitz Protocol. So you get both of them in quick succession. So I think quick power gain is going to be important in order to maximize damage potential. So okay, I like that. That's something that's quite cool. At least you're kind of going, right, I need to build up not just my armor up buffs, but mainly my protocol charges, because the more protocol charges you get, you're going to slap some damage. I am actually quite looking forward to getting my hands on this champion now. I was a bit dubious, but yeah, I mean, seeing stuff in action, especially with shock damage, the energy, vulnerability, and so much more, does give me that element of kind of like, this could be spicy. And then like looking at here, like SP1 is gaining an energized buff, increasing combat power rating. And this is the point of what I said about like building power. As soon as you get that, the Eradicate Protocol for 16 seconds, you want to be throwing that SP1 next, because you'll be having both effects. You'll be having Titan and Blitz at the same time. Then you will be kind of going, right, I've now got power, and I'm going to throw in an SP2 that's going to be all about that huge amount of shock damage, especially because you'll be unstoppable, which would be nice. And I guess it's the point about finding good rotations. A great champion for Suicide Masteries. This is going to be absolutely insane for Suicide Masteries, especially having that double immunity. And an SP3 gains self-repair, regenerating 12.5% of missing health over 15 seconds. Nice. This effect ends early if stunned. So if you can regularly do that, this champion can stay in the game a lot. This is like the Omega Sentinel, but is, Nimrod. Like, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be right up my street of a champion I'm going to like. And an SP3 deal a burst of 27,888 energy damage based on the opponent's missing health. Okay. That's interesting. Titan Protocol regen will come in handy if you're running Double Edge and Liquid Courage. Blitz Protocol will begin to out damage the shocks in Special 2 once the opponent is low on health. And that's just the thing about kind of really Double Edge. I think more of like if you're rotating around recoil damage or something. In any case, but it's up to be trained out. I can see if this is going to be good or not. But yeah, really hyped for this. What I'm reading so far is good. And as well, you know, each passive shock dealing 4,290. Oh gosh, it's such a huge amount of shock damage. Man, very impressive. And especially if you've seen the deep dive, because there's energy vulnerability as well, it does mean the extent of damage you are going to get and put on, especially by going into things like just hitting the champion. It's going to mean so much more. You are literally just going to slay. And you can see on screen right now, this is from the deep dive. It's incredible. Build up your armor up, which improves massively. Helps. And a well-timed block creates 1 armor up. And as we said, like, you know, it's 25% potency per armor up. Whilst in Blitz Protocol. I mean, that is Titan Protocol, but it's like as soon as you got on there, you know, you've got them on there. So you start off in Titan Protocol, and when you, at some stage after, I think I said 15 hits, that's incorrect. It's at 11 seconds, you then switch to the different mode. I think those armor ups stay on there, or at least kind of transfer that potency. So you're kind of like building per your different. It's like a bit like King Gru when you can like building to switch over, and you kind of got armor up, not armor up, Fury, and then you're going to get the regeneration. So there's good elements to this as well. I am really interested of where they're going to go with this, but it seems to be good with what I've seen so far. Especially the way you rotate around with Energize, switching to the various different types of protocols, and as well utilize just the getting to 10 protocols and getting that kind of double. We get the Blitz and what's the other one? Titan protocols at the same time. It just kind of means for something absolutely incredible, which you see on screen now. Look at that, 6.4k per tick on this, or 6.7k. Oh man, it's nice. It's hella nice, especially with energy vulnerability as well at the same time. It's a double whammy of just absolute perfection, and I am loving it. I'm all about it. This will be amazing suicide-friendly champion. I do think it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very hyped. As signature abilities go, Eradicate Protocol grants unblockable special attacks and increases the potency of duration of special attack effects by 35%. Okay, cool. That's helpful for the length of time I think that Shock's on. So yeah, that's nice. And I think that could be good to awaken this champion. If attacking against mutants, Nimrod abilities generate +1 armor up whenever gaining a personal armor up. If defending instead, gain +1 armor up mutant attackers. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, yeah, improves stuff. It kind of like gives some bonuses, which I think Command were kind of like now making more about the champions rather than the awakened abilities. The awakened abilities nowadays don't seem like they're super potent, but it would be nice to see something in the future that's different than that. But this is good enough of an improvement, yeah, especially to increase that length of shock that comes with it. And the old Synergies wise, what's on for the Synergies? Well, there is something nice. There is something like a coming soon champion, which, let's face it, it's probably going to be a Mega Sentinel. Having standard Sentinel is going to be helpful enough to gain a +25% armor rating based on missing health, but if a robot is defeated, they gain a self-repair cross-fight effect to be consumed the next time they enter a fight, which is, you know, it's helpful. Also, the coming soon as well, the new wave, which I think that's a Mega Sentinel as well, is that Nimrod is personal shock effects are prevented by immunity. Nimrod inflicts a matching Incinerate debuff, so Incinerates instead of shocks. So hey, I'm all about that as an option. Taking on champions that are shock immune, so that's going to be really cool. I'm actually pretty hyped for this champion. I've probably done Kitty Pryde first, then Nimrod, but I think I'm more excited for Nimrod because I just like Nimrod a little bit more. I've always been into like robots and kind of stuff like that, and as well, I did like him from the X-Men animated series. So yeah, really excited for this. What are your thoughts from what you've seen? And as well, check out the deep dive, links in the description down below. I appreciate you very much for coming by and watching this video. And as always, I shall see you very soon for something else that's probably dropping within this community. Check out some other content on screen right now. Bye bye.